And good afternoon, or good evening, or good morning, whenever you find yourself watching this video. Today, I have an interesting budget knife that I picked up from Fox USA. Fox is an Italian knife company. And the Defcon 5 tactical products is part of the Fox group, but this knife is made in China. It's got some of the specs. It's the Echo D5-K005. It's a folding knife, 8 CR, 13 MOV steel. The scales are GFN. The blade is 3.54 inches, 8 inches and change overall, almost 5 ounces, with a limited lifetime warranty. The warranty says it's in, looks like it's in French, Spanish, well, French, Italian, and English. Warranty, this knife is extremely sharp. Use caution using this knife to avoid injury. Go figure. Locks on knives can fail. Please always make sure to use the knife in a way that if the lock fails, you will not be injured. Do not use as a screwdriver. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, let's open this. Interesting thing, this knife, it doesn't just say made in China. It says made in the PRC. So that's, I don't know if that's because the parent company comes from Italy or not. I mean, the Defcon 5 tactical products has an Italian, Maniago, Italy. And boy, this blister pack is very interesting, but let's figure out how to get into this guy. This is how I usually attack a blister pack. But it's, like I said, this is a super budget knife. Fox has a really good reputation for making, they make all kinds of things with Fox. They make axes. They make some very nice folding knives. I actually have a Fox folding knife that I'll do a review of. It's much smaller. And again, this is the lifetime, limited lifetime warranty. It kind of repeats the same stuff. It's in several different languages. So let's take a look-see. The GFN scales, one side is fairly slick, so that tells me this is a frame lock. It is a frame lock. Non-reversible pocket clip. Okay. This side is very grippy. We had the specs, but we'll just do it really fast. It's almost 5 inches, a little less than 5 inches on the handle scales. The action needs some work. The frame lock, fairly secure. Cutting edge with all the various planes and serrations. It's a mean looking knife. The cutting edge with all it's 3 1/4 of cutting edge. Jimping on the back scale, jimping on the top of the handle. I'm not the top of the handle, top of the spine here, sorry. Let's just give it a little wipe. It's, again, it is a little, right out of the box. Got the Defcon 5 looks to be an eagle or an osprey or something like that. Big swedge here, allowing for some stabbing action. I will say this knife is extremely sharp. I don't know how others feel about partially serrated knives. As a utilitarian measure, I have zero problems with a partially serrated knife. You know, it's not a bad thing. Oh, just to show, the frame lock has a little jimping on the inside where your index finger goes. Fairly stiff. I think this guy just needs a little love, a little oil, and it'll probably be fine. Ergos, well, okay. Ergos are good and bad in my opinion, okay? The good, you see the grooves for the fingers here. This locks your fingers in, okay? Fingers are locked in. Locked in on a reverse grip. Doesn't feel like this guy's gonna, that negates the smooth side. You know, if you watch my channel, you know I don't care for smooth scales, but the way this is designed, it's very grippy. And even these little, I don't know, skeletonized air holes, whatever you want to call them, you know, you can actually get a finger pushing into that, and like my pinky finger and my middle finger sink in there, and it makes it even tighter. That's the good. The bad is on that frame lock portion. See those large, if we want to call this jimping, large jimping. These are, if you grip hard, you're gripping metal, essentially. It's smooth metal, but now with gloves, this probably doesn't become a factor, but without gloves, that is uncomfortable, especially if you have a firm grasp on there, very uncomfortable. So, you know, that's kind of a bummer for this knife, because, you know, look, it is not, I'm gonna say it, this, while my affinity is for this kind of profile, this scallop, and the, you know, is not an aesthetically, to me, an aesthetically pretty knife. It's aggressive as all hell, which I like, and it's sharp as all hell. So this knife could have, I would like this knife, okay, I'll just say it like this, especially with this serration, things like that. This would go into a vehicle. It'd be a truck knife for me. You have the ability to stab with it. The cutting edges, you have multiple cutting edges, and this serration would, I'm sure, make, I can make short work of a seatbelt with something like this, if need be. So, with that being said, room for improvement, absolutely, right here. I do not like the frame lock for an ungloved hand. The pocket clip feels almost not even there, which is great. I mean, I like the design of their pocket clip. You know, some people do not like tip down carry, and that's fair enough, you know. But with this one, I don't know that it was necessary, because that's not even the portion of the frame that locks in. It's below. It's, if you follow this contour line, I don't know if you can see it very well, but you notice that contour line right there. Follow that line. You know, that jimping can be shaved off. So that is okay, like an unnecessary element. I don't think it does not improve the knife. So you know, again, I'd like to see the action on this guy with some, either the and that's on washers, it looks like. Washers, but this guy with some lubrication, or maybe even the pivot loosened a little, just a hair, would have a good action, I think. So I'm going to do that, and we'll take a look-see. For a very inexpensive knife, and I mean, this guy, I think, I'm trying to remember, because I bought it a couple of months ago, but I think I paid under $12 for this. So for a cutting tool with, you know, it's got budget steel, it's the HCR 13 MOV. Okay, fair enough. But for a truck knife that maybe get abused, get lost, get tossed around, I think it will serve you well, especially if you're on a tight budget. Something like this, you may enjoy. Again, I'd try to wear this more with a glove. You know, but that's just, and that frame lock action is tight. Let's try just with a thumb. See, just the, you really have to shove it. So there can be work done on the action for this guy. Nothing wrong with the pocket clip, but it's not reversible. Fair enough. What do you guys think? Anybody out there have a Defcon 5? I was unaware of this whole brand. I knew about Fox knives. I think probably most people who are into the knife world know about Fox knives, and you know, but this is a budget offshoot brand of Fox. So I don't think it's a waste of money. It's an ugly knife. Let's just call it like it is. It is a pretty ugly knife, but I think it does have some utility to it. So with that being said, you know, consider, if you need a tool that's sharp, this guy's sharp, you know. I think it's possible that it can be improved, it can be tuned up some. So it's not a waste of money. It's certainly not a garbage knife or a gas station knife. I think you would get some use out of it. So with that being said, remember, life is hard. Don't complain. Until next time, take care.